morning, Carla.
Good morning, Chris.
We are still at the Met.
Mhm.
We had an interview with Dennis last week,
Mhm.
and I mean, look, sometimes we pretend, but
Yes.
we've been spending a couple days at the Met as a team bonding activity. So now we're in the Met's entrepreneurship center.
Yes.
And again, like this is your first visit to the Met complex. Let's talk about the E Center. Like what I don't know what to ask, but like when I step into this room, I love this space. So like.
Yeah, to me it's unique because having been to a big picture school at the San Diego Met, we didn't have anything like this. So I'm like just thinking about the opportunities that we give young people here to be entrepreneurs and to support their dreams and goals. So I just think it's beautiful, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful space.
And we just had a cameo appearance by Carrie Duff and Eunice Mitchell. So I don't know if they intended to be part of the broadcast, but they were. So that's good.
Hello.
Anyway, so we're joined by a number of other really special folks that we want to just go ahead and throw to. So are you ready?
I am. Are you ready? Yes.
Oh, yeah. All right. So see you later, everyone.
Hello. Welcome. Hi, folks. So we have our team from Here to Here. I actually want to start by having y'all introduce yourselves.
Yeah. I'm Jen, Director of Real World Learning Opportunities. So I support school partners and CBO and employer partners in the Bronx.
Hey everyone, Joshua Poyer here, student voice, and I hope think about how can we activate, innovate, and mobilize amongst our young people.
Hey everyone, Amanda Barbarello, Project Director, and I work directly with our school partners and educators.
Quentin Fromm, Project Manager, very similar to Amanda. I help support schools in work-based learning and programs.
Brandon Slaughter, and I work along these wonderful folks with our high schools in the Bronx.
Well, welcome. Well, it's actually the first time we've had, bigger than I think 3 people. So this is actually a really great surprise. I just want to start off with the people that don't know what Here to Here is, and anyone can take it. What is Here to Here?
You got it.
Give it a shot, Gwen. Give it a shot.
So Here to Here is an intermediary organization. So what that means is that they work with policymakers and schools and private sector businesses, basically to advocate for students to create pathways for sustained careers. So anything in the Bronx that we do, we try to engage the community as much as possible.
Gotcha. And what is? I'll before I get into more Here to Here. So you're here at the Met Providence, and you all got an opportunity to tour the school. You got to see some exhibitions. Can you tell us about or find any connection between the work that you do at the Bronx and maybe the work that you see here?
I think for me, the exhibition I saw, the work that the young lady presented was so creative and so thoughtful, really powerful. It made me think about the young people that we work with in the Bronx and how brilliant they are, unique ideas, creativity. One thing I appreciated in the exhibition as well was when it was time for feedback, her peers were so supportive in what she was able to present, recognizing the hard work that she put in, and you could tell it was very family-centric. And that kind of community building aspect of it really makes me think of Bronx.
Yeah, I also think there's a strong similarity between the emphasis on students leaving the building and having experiences outside of the school building, and that's especially what we do on our team is try to connect those experiences back into school and have those play off each other.
Yeah, talk about it. First of all, the campus is stunning. I think we made a comment when we first arrived, and we were like, "There's grass, fresh cut grass," and as trivial as it may sound, it's a culture shock, right? Yeah. So we literally come from a concrete jungle, right? New York City, just building being in a space that affords students this beautiful landscape. Game changer for me. I'm super jealous. I was like, if I could go back in time. And then additionally, the exhibition, I got to see Well, I got to see two, but one in particular, the young man did woodworking for his LTI, and he was amazing, like flawless. He was funny. It was interactive presentation. I learned a lot about different types of wood. I know the difference between, or some examples of softwood versus hardwood. So like, it was informative. It wasn't just like, oh, this is what I did and this is how I felt doing it. It was thorough, from how he got the opportunity through his time, through the opportunity, how his mentor supported him during the LTI process, and then also what he discovered was, I like it as a hobby, but I think I want to do psychology going forward. And so just seeing that like progression of a student starting an internship, going through it, being supported, but then figuring out ultimately like, hey, I kind of like this. I'm good at it clearly, and it's kind of something I might be interested in, but I think I want to go in this other direction. And that is what we strive for all of our students to be able to get to, whether it's they continue on with the type of work in the internship or progress forward or go on to something else. At least they had that opportunity and that realization. So that was powerful.
Tying the idea of community and in a way self-advocacy to Here, can in one word, can you summarize each person, right? The Bronx, or describe the Bronx in just one word?
I think for me, it would be vibrant.
Ongoing. Ooh. The other one was going to be food.
Family?
Okay, love that.
I'm going to say legacy.
Ooh, okay, legacy. In hearing, over the course of a few days, like I'm learning a lot about Here, and one thing that stands out to me is this idea of advocacy and supporting young people to uplift their voices, right? What's in the pipeline right now? Can you describe some of the work that you're doing with young people? What's coming up? What should young people look out for?
So one thing that we're doing with our young people through our Student Ambassador Fellowship, young people are developing individualized student voice plans. And the goal with that is to create almost like a student voice playbook where we can kind of share these ideas, demonstrations with schools across the network and kind of say, hey, if you're looking to initiate some sort of student voice work in your school, here are some examples of what that could look like, informed and designed by young people. So that's something that we hope to roll out.
For someone who, let's say, there's a young person in the Bronx right now, or even just in New York City in general, they don't know Here. What should they know about, like, how, what's your pitch to them, right?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Our pitch to them, I would say, is to be advocates for themselves at their school, and make sure that the educators and leaders at their school, that they're leaders as well at their school, and make sure that they're bringing in the resources and tools they need to be successful when they leave high school. And that's a lot of the work that we're doing with high schools and students.
Where can people find you? How can young people find you and access you?
Yeah, to the Bronx, 452, 149th Street in the Bronx. One thing I'll say is we in our office space, it's not your traditional office space, right? Yes, we work out of there, but we really look to that space as a community asset. So if young people just need a space to work out of, concentrate, get some quiet time, they are more than welcome to come to the home.
So I'm guessing open door policy for
Open
you.
door
Yes.
policy.
Okay. What are your hours? Where can people find the hub?
Yeah, so our hours are 9 to 5, sometimes 9 to 6, depending on what we're doing. Located at 452 East 149th Street, take the 205 Third Avenue. And it's a very vibrant community. So yeah, we encourage everyone to pull up.
Reach out to us first. Make sure the office is open that day. But
Good point.
otherwise, you know, we'll work with you. We'll, you know, you know, we want to make it happen. We want to keep community, in the Bronx, right? We want to keep holding a safe space.
And when I hear, and I'm gonna have to connect with you about these newsletters that you send out
okay.
for opportunities for young people. How can people access that?
That's a great question, Carla. So right now, it's through our network of high schools that our students are receiving that the In-Blast, the newsletter, with, you know, all the opportunities. So that's the population we're serving at the moment. But you know, any young person can ask us, and I'll, you know, we're more than happy to share resources.
Yes. Okay. Any final words? No. Chris, do you have a question? I know you're off to the side.
Oh man, not a question so much, but I would say that I really appreciated. I really appreciated, Jen. You know, your sort of like your take on the Met campus. But I will say, just to give props to the hub space too. It was so inspiring, and it's a great place to be as well. To use Quentin's word, I think vibrant. The community around it is vibrant. And just a quick plug for, I'm over here, by the way, just a quick plug for a couple of past episodes of Cup of Joy. We did do an episode at the Here to Here office with Casey Lamb, and Jen, you're in that episode. And Joshua, you and I walked around a park that's just down the street from the office. What's the name of that park? Okay. Yeah, so if I could keep compelling people to visit you all, like it's just a really nice space to be in, not only because of the aesthetics, but just the people that fill the space, you all and others. So.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, that's my attempt, you know. All right, so.
Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Carla, did you enjoy your interview with her?
I did.
They're right there.
I did.
No.
Beautiful.
All right. Well,
Inspiring.
it's been a pleasure to spend a couple days at the Met and to spend a couple days with some great friends and colleagues.
Mhm.
So until next time.
Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.
Nothing